Hey guys, Andrea Lascano with Mobile Trainer in Wichita, Kansas, www.mobiletrainer.biz. I bring the workout to you. Contact me for personal training. So today is a food video. I'm not even going to say Food Friday anymore because it's not Friday. But I wanted to bring you another recipe that would be great to add into your, weekly food. This is just going to be a great source of protein and fiber. We have a lot of beans and meat with this dish. So it's going to be just a healthier version of chili. You can use grass-fed beef, like one of my people, Melissa. Thank you for the recipe. And then I'm also going to use deer today, ground deer. My dad's a hunter, so if you have access to a hunter and he gives you meat, or if you're a hunter yourself, deer is a great lean source of protein. And then I also went ahead and bought some ground turkey, just to give it a shot. So 1 pound of ground turkey, a little over a pound of ground deer, and these are the two that I'm going to try today. So we'll just split this up and go from there. You also need, I used one kind of larger onion, medium to larger onion, so that I can split it among the two dishes. And then 2 green peppers, so 2 large green bell peppers, a can of diced tomatoes and sauce with jalapeno peppers per bowl, so I'm using 1 for each of them. I'm going to use just half a can of tomato sauce. And then I'm using 4 different kinds of beans. You can probably use any beans that you want. You can try it your own way. You can mix it up. You can try it like I'm doing it. 4 might be too many, but we'll give it a shot and I'll let you know what I think. So garbanzo beans, 1 can, black beans, red chili beans, hot chili beans, and then also dark red kidney beans. The spices I'll be using are ground cumin, garlic powder, and hot chili powder or chili powder. So you can decide the amounts. I'm going to kind of wing it. Aside from these things that are set in stone, you know, half a can of beans or whatever, I'm going to just kind of play it by ear with the spices. And I think I'll put 4 tablespoons of chili powder in each dish. So I've got my meat already browned, so that's what you want to do first. Brown your meat, drain the fat. There won't be much if you get it lean in the first place, and then set it in a bowl. And then I'm also going to go ahead and chop up my onion. Oops. Apparently I don't do this very often. So my onion, kind of nicely chopped, not huge pieces, but it doesn't have to be like microscopic. So, there's that. I'll put half in with my deer and half in with my turkey. I might make the deer one a little bit bigger since it has more meat in it anyway. So, and then our green pepper. Slice it first and then just cut it a little bit smaller the other way. Probably do these one at a time and make it easier, but no. So green pepper sliced, and then, like I said, the other way, crossways. You can cut it smaller, but I kind of like these bigger chunks for the vegetable. You can also buy the onions and green peppers pre-packaged in the freezer department if you want. That would be an easier way of doing it. I like to keep things as fresh as possible, so if there is a fresh ingredient and you can add it in its fresh version, then I would definitely give it a shot. So, green pepper. Oops. Last one. Alright, a little more in the turkey. and the rest in the deer. Alright, so that's that. You can move that to the side. Alright, so I have my two different bowls, the deer chili and the turkey chili. So I'm going to put one whole can of diced tomatoes in juice with jalapenos in each of them. That's two. And then a half can of tomato sauce. Or a little bit more in the deer, depending on the amount of meat that you want. The only difference is one's going to have more meat, one's going to have less. No big deal. And then the whole can of beans. So half a can in each of the bowls to split up my recipe here. Or a little bit more in this one. And the rest in this one. All right. And then my chili beans. Oops, it's a little uneven. Honestly, guys, it's not a huge deal. There's a lot of protein in beans and fiber. And if you make it a little bit differently one side to the next, it's just going to vary in the type of item providing the protein, not so much the fact that it has a bunch of protein itself. And then we just want to add our chili powder. I'm just going to eyeball it here. I'm going to add, I think, about 4 tablespoons per dish. I almost add this whole thing. Yeah, that looks about right. I'll just dump the rest in there. So I have my 4 tablespoons, a little over that. You could add 4 to 8, depending on how much you want. Then I also have garlic powder. I'm just going to do 1 in each of them. Okay. It probably looks a little bit more like a teaspoon amount, but you can play it by ear. You can wing it. You can try it different ways. You can add more or less. And then 1 ground cumin. And I actually lost my pepper somehow in the grocery store, so I'm just going to grind a little bit of my black pepper into each dish. And guys, I don't get too particular about amounts whenever I'm doing a recipe. It's whenever it comes to eating the meal that I get more particular. I like to have about a deck of card size worth of protein. So that would be, about this serving worth of protein. A little bit over a deck, or a deck of card size would be 1 serving, right? It also has some vegetable in it, so that will count for part of that. And it has some different spices. This is just a different dish, and it just looks beautiful. And so there's the deer. And then also the turkey. The turkey is a little bit lighter color meat, but deer is still a very lean meat. And the great thing about having deer meat for a meal, it's free range because somebody hunted it. If you're an animal lover like me, you don't like thinking of anything being tortured, so it's a great way to know that you are eating something that has lived its life outdoors before making it to your dinner table. So here's this beautiful ground turkey chili, and here's this gorgeous deer chili that looks absolutely amazing. I'll try to post the ingredients, kind of general amounts on those in the notes. And then what you want to do with either of these mixtures is you're going to need a crock pot. So if you decide to make a couple different kinds like I did, you're going to need 2 of them. But let's do the turkey one first. So turkey is going to go into the crock pot, and you're just going to cook it kind of low for 2 to 4 hours. All right, so 2 to 4 hours in the crock pot, in there. Put it on low 2 to 4 hours, and you're good. So healthier versions of chili. I hope you enjoyed that. If it's going to be a more indulgent meal, you can put cheese on it or something like that. So again, I'm Andrea Lascani with Mobile Trainer in Wichita, Kansas, www.mobiletrainer.biz. I bring the workout to you. Please contact me for training and let me know what you think if you try it. Have a great day.